Hello everyone, I am Erika of BEADINGSCHOOL.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly BD broadcast. Today we are going to celebrate the Beading School Art Cabochons. We prepared for you a full week focusing on this beautiful material, so inspiring and that brought you so much pleasure and inspiration during the past months. But before we would start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. You can watch today's video from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. I see in the meanwhile Kimberly, Sheila, Rita, Marceline, Katja, Carol, watching from Facebook, Katja, Angelina, Asta, Linda, Jessica, Heather, Miriam is here, Cindy, Carol, Rachel. Rachel, you always have so nice comments, she writes. Hello to all the wonderful ladies that make up this amazing community. I truly hope you are filled with happiness and sunshine today. Indeed, and I also hope that you all have a wonderful day. Linda says that she can hear me from YouTube, so we are truly good to go. Erika is also here. Antoinette, Katie, Molly, and Belinda, and Corinne, and also Joanna. So today we are going to talk about Beading School Art Cabochons. Besides returning to the long-time favorites, a secret to creativity is a sense of novelty and curiosity created by new possibilities, exploring all those what-ifs to find out what works the best. So from time to time, I love and absolutely need new material on my bead mat. In January, it was time to get to know some new goodies from the Beading School treasury. And since then, we have been playing more and more with Beading School Art Cabochons. This week, until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, will be fully dedicated to this unique collection of material, which we are so proud of and so happy to bring to you. Artistry and precise engineering come together in the Beading School Art Cabochons. After a year of experimenting, successfully securing government funds to equip our studio with a kiln and all the needed tools, and most importantly, teaming up with a professional master ceramic artist, we are now in full fire mode. The Beading School Art Cabochon Week is dedicated to celebrating the beauty of these handmade pieces of art. Every day we will focus on a different shape, bring you never before seen colors and new jewels, and share videos from behind the scene. I would like to show you something special. Just in a moment, I need to out one more time because for some reason it disappeared from my library. But in the meanwhile, I would like to say a big heartfelt thank you. On one hand, to Andrea, my friend and colleague, who insisted that we can make this happen and we will be able to bring you Beading School Art Cabochons to fuel your creativity, but also So on one hand, I wanted to thank Andrea for her perseverance to make this happen. And also I would like to thank Dori, who is here with us actually in the background from the Beading School Treasury, who is now the leader of the whole project of Beading School Art Cabochons. So ladies, before we would dive in and talk about why this material is so special and what you can do with them, and maybe I will even show you a new jewel that I created, dear ladies, please, big virtual applause to Andrea and Dori, who are the motors behind this beautiful material. In the meanwhile, I would also like to welcome Irina, Christy, Carrie, Sharon, Lutka, Sarah, Kimberly, Kata, and Lita, Sherry, Judith, Gunel, Sherry, Anita. Miriam says applause and hugs. Irene is here. And Lita says, thank you, Andrea, and all of the ladies of the Treasury. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. So, in my opinion, beadwork is special because on one hand, it's limitlessly creative. Colors and shapes come together freely. Seemingly there is no limitation to our imagination of combining shades we like and all the fancy beads out there waiting for us. Sometimes a fresh green tone is calling my name. Other day, the fiery reds are screaming at me. One day, I'm in the mood for curvy ginkgo beads, and other day, strictly geometric gem duos. But on the other hand, besides this free-flowing, limitless creativity, beadwork is also very much about engineering. Jewels need to be sturdy to look nice. The motifs need to stay flat. And of course, there is that very satisfactory click when you fill in the last bead in a step and the bead fits perfectly because the designer did a thorough job. Once in the tutorial, it should feel like, of course, it is done this way. And when it happens, it is truly magic. And I think the most satisfactory beading happens when we can bring together the artistry, the creativity, we can get rid of the limitations, but at the same time, there is that feeling of engineering when you feel like everything clicks and everything is perfect as it is supposed to be. So indeed, we can enjoy our creative playtime the most if we work with high quality, inspiring components, using beautiful colors that match each other, match our wardrobes, and match our moods. So this week will be dedicated to those super special focal components that you can use both in your bead weaving and in your bead embroidery projects. So we start with today's coffee time with Erika, and we will in fact focus on a different shape of art cabochons every single day up until next week's coffee time with Erika. Heather is, I was mentioning beautiful colors, and Heather already asks a question. When did the bronze enter the supply? And it was indeed just during these past few moments. So today we will focus on the round shape, the base of every collection, and the easiest shape to work with. So ladies, have you ever worked with a round-shaped beading school art cabochon, and how did you include it in your beadwork? I am curious to learn about that. In the meanwhile, while I am waiting for some of your answers, then I also would like to share some ideas that how did I include round-shaped beading school art cabochons in my beadwork. So you can simply bezel them. I got lots of questions. We got lots of questions about the round shapes because one of them was included in the last Beading School Academy theme box. And Lita, in fact, mentions she bezeled it with peyote and she's working on it right now. In fact, that was the first idea that I wanted to share with you, so you can simply bezel the art cabochons with peyote. The angles and the size of the cabochon is perfect for this. The cabochons are made for beaders with our specific needs in mind. Miriam says, I love them. I bead bezel them or use them in bead embroidery. Mostly they are the focal. So indeed, you can start working with them by simply gluing a beading school art cabochon on your ultra suite, then decorate it further with your favorite shapes and colors. I also highly recommend pairing them up with cup chains, with Preciosa cup chains, maybe even 2-3 different ones, different colors, different sizes. Since they are so great for bead embroidery, also this week, starting from today's Coffee Time with Erika and finishing with next week's Coffee Time with Erika, we will include an extra gift with all the packages that we ship out, with orders that you place during this designated time. So to encourage you to try bead embroidery or help you on your journey with bead embroidery, we will include a sample of leather sheets that you can use as the backing on your bead embroidery projects. Linda is also working on a bead embroidery piece right now. So I hope that you will find the leather useful. So Katja, she actually has a whole collection of shooting star pendants. She loves using them for the shooting star tutorial. And indeed, you can also bezel these cabochons with all kinds of shaped beads. So you don't have to stick to simply the seed beads and peyote, but you can come up, you can follow one of the tutorials that we made for them, like the shooting star on the picture, or indeed, you can come up with your very own design. And indeed, this week, while focusing on the round shapes, we will bring you new colors and new, never before seen combinations. I will share the code with you to find them in the Beading School Bead Shop, but also I have prepared a new jewel for you. And it's called Full Moon. And I would like to share something personal about the full moon. So this is one of the cabochons that was included in the newest Beading School Academy theme box. The theme is Fly Me to the Moon and Back. And we had different designs and 2 similar shades of cabochons alternating in the boxes. And now I would like to read you my personal story, what I was thinking about during these past weeks when I was working on this jewel and the tutorial. And thank you so much, ladies. Kathy, Carrie, Cindy, Katja, Linda, Miriam, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. Please allow me to read the story. So, over the past years, I shared plenty of personal moments from the journey regarding my mental health. From the time when I was barely able to move and had to walk with a crutch, as the chemical imbalance in my body caused by depression heavily affected my joints. I struggled to lift the cup of tea in the evening from the table right next to me. I was wrapped in a warm blanket, but still, despite that, feeling lonely, cold, and broken beyond repair. Lots of learning and lots of hard lessons followed. Also hard decisions. And after I dared to leave unhealthy relationships and restrictions behind, I am finally living my life fully with connections that I treasure, following my own rules, and embracing all the emotions I experience, the good ones and even the sour ones that feel somehow strangely sweet after all the tasteless decades. The turning point on my personal journey was when I finally believed that all is possible, that I can stand up, literally and figuratively speaking, and I can walk out of the place that I don't like anymore. I can set my own direction, and I can even try to fly to the moon if that is what feels good. In the meanwhile, maybe I will fail, and for sure there will be obstacles, but maybe in the meanwhile I will change my mind about the directions, or learn that I need to prepare better before I can continue. But maybe I actually reach the moon and I will have the best time of my life there. So that turning point and that change in my beliefs that I can actually try to fly to the moon, figuratively speaking, that is what I was thinking about when I beaded this jewel. The full moon pendant stands for all the possibilities and for my invitation to join me and live your life fully. So tell me, ladies, do you have a dream that you want to pursue, no matter what is the opinion of your surroundings, and no matter if someone maybe wants to discourage you? I'm curious to learn about that. And Kathy says, Erika, I have tears in my eyes. It is just how I feel right now with the whole situation with Tanya. And dear Kathy, you are so strong, you and your family and Tanya. And I'm so happy to see you here. And I do believe in those big turning points. If you have the will, if we have the will to continue walking. And big hugs to all of you and wishing you all the strength in that journey. In the meanwhile, also, Susie joined us. Hello, Susie, and welcome. And if we go back to the pendant, then I would like to show you one more detail. Kimberly says, your story is a perfect example of performing alchemy within yourself. Your openness is such a blessing to us all. I feel so much connected with you through this story. And thank you so much, Kimberly. So, and Sheila says she would like to travel even if she goes alone. And dear Sheila, believe me that once you step out of the door, no matter that you will be anxious, you will be maybe a little bit afraid, but once you step out of the door, you will find the courage and you will find your own tools to master the journey. So if we go back to beading, then you often ask me how to hang a beaded pendant on a chain. And I know that you love it when I design a special bale that fits the motif, as it uses the same beads and colors as the central part. So that's what I did for the full moon necklace, to give you a full experience, and I hope that you like it. The bale part, it can be used also as a matching earring to complete the set. And I would recommend attaching earring findings at the point where I have the V-shaped joint from the seed beads. And I would make the earrings a bit longer by adding a sparkly glass drop below. And in the meanwhile, I am getting some more dreams from you ladies, which can be embodied in your full moon necklaces. So Sharon says, I want to get my beads organized into one room. I have been working on this since I retired a year and a half ago, but it is very slow going and it keeps growing. Sometimes I get so frustrated with the whole process and not being able to find the beads I want. And indeed, that is also something that requires strength and perseverance. And I know that every day, with every little bead that you put somewhere where you feel that it belongs to, you get closer and closer to make that dream come true, Sharon. So no matter how many steps need to be taken, every little bead and every day when that bead gets to a better place, you are closer to that goal. And Vania says, having had so many changes, toxic relationships left behind, I do understand how you feel. Bless you. Thank you, Vania. And Lita says, I have the dream of designing a pattern and having it published by Beading School. Embarrassed to admit, Lita, I so admire your beading skills and designing skills. And we have big plans for Beading School. So to help you make that dream come true, stay close, please. And watch out for some more news in September and October. So, in addition to the original colorway of the full moon necklace, I also beaded one more color while proof beading and put together 3 more, in fact, for you to enjoy. Just a moment, and I'm putting this on the screen. So while the full moon can be beaded with different round-shaped Beading School Art Cabochons, I designed it specifically for this very edging with the phases of the moon, as I think that's what it looks like the best with. And I selected some more colors that the cabochons were painted with. So as you can see, Angelina says that violet color is amazing. Also that light turquoise, believe me. And thank you so much for liking the colors, ladies. We do our best to bring you a dedicated bead woven and bead embroidery jewel for every type of beading school art cabochons. So we will be publishing more jewels and more tutorials this week. But at the same time, we also want to bring back shapes that already had a designated tutorial in the past that you loved beading. And since many of you said that the shooting star pendant is many of you said that the shooting star pendant is one of your favorites, so it can also be beaded with these phases of the moon cabochon that I have just showed you. We also decided to expand the whole Fly Me to the Moon collection. So, as we talked about it in the past, stars and constellations helped travelers, but even ordinary people, to find their way. And with the Fly Me to the Moon theme, we would like to invite you to stand still for a moment, look at the night sky, and reevaluate where you are in your life. Appreciate the distance that you covered, together with all its happinesses and hardships, and to take a moment to think about which direction you would like to continue walking. And with the constellations on our new art cabochons, with the extended collection of the Fly Me to the Moon part, we would like to help you on this journey to stand still for a moment and explore where you are. And there are lots of others coming today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and so on until next week's Coffee Time with Erika. And as I said, every day we will bring a different shape, and today we are focusing on the round ones. So if you decide to check out the art cabochon category that I just put on the screen, then you will see that there are lots of others that you can finally choose from. I will check the code. It should be okay now. And Angelina, in fact, says, with all these cabochons in the store, I doubt anyone will stand still until we all get some. That might be true. So, could you open now the link, dear ladies? And thank you so much for loving this and the full moon pendant. I would like to also share the screen with you a little bit. To help you finding them. So this is what you will see if you visit the Beading School Bead Shop today and the art cabochons. And first of all, if you would like to explore, then you can choose to explore by the collections, or you can choose to explore by the shapes. And as I said, today we are focusing on the round ones. So Dory and the Treasury Ladies prepared for you colors that were not available before. So I would like to scroll down a little bit And this is one of the colors that I chose, that I would like to see it on more designs. The Enchanted Green. It's just a beautiful shape of patinated turquoise that I think fits the taste of many of our beading school beaders. But this matte pastel purple looks also very special. And there is another turquoise stone, the azure blue, that is now available on the Fly Me to the Moon cabochons, but also on the Bavarian princess shapes, as you can see. Do you have a favorite color from these ladies? There is also aqua, light amethyst, pine green, vintage pink, sage, and many more. Antique red, that is one of the cabochons. And Kimberly says that she does not see the art cabochon bundles or corrections yet, maybe just not on the page yet. It can happen. Dory, if you are listening, can you please activate the bundles for the jewels, for the full moon pendant? There will be bundles in 5 different colors. And Miriam says that her favorite is the matte light turquoise, and Kathy is keeping her eye on the red. Moon beige, that's a beautiful one, in my opinion. And Ginny says it would be very hard to choose, they are all lovely. Thank you so much, ladies, for loving these. And Katja says indeed that everything is now activated in the bead shop section. Sorry. So indeed, that's also a good place to explore what's happening. And very, very important to remember. I will not show you the private stuff. Very, very important to remember is that every day we will bring you the news about the shape that we are focusing on at the same time as today. So 5 p.m. Central European time. It is always the same. It will always be the same as for the usual coffee time with Erika or the usual No One Has to Bead Alone videos. Heather likes the bronze ones. Robin says so many choices. Some of them are indeed already sold out. We can work only with small collections to make sure that the quality stays consistent and as high as we like it to be. And Vanya is asking if I am able to talk more about the process to obtaining these beauties. And indeed, during this week, not only will we bring you new colors, new shapes, and new jewels, but we will also show you some precious pictures from behind the scene, how these cabochons are made, and even videos. And it seems that the cabochon bundles are not online yet. So, lovely ladies, I think I will please ask me first all the questions that you have, and then I will also head over to the bead shop and check out the bundles and make them available for you. On Thursday, we have again a No One Has to Bead Alone workshop. This time Nitti will be waiting for you, and she is preparing for you a bunch of tips and tricks about bead embroidery. since the Beading School Art Cabochons were originally designed for bead embroidery. And Katy says that the bundles are online because she has one in her shopping cart. That's good proof. That's good proof that they are online. I will refresh also my page here. So indeed, I have here the jewel bundles. As you can see, there is one bundle for the original Fly Me to the Moon color combination. Then there is one called the Forest Fairy with the turquoise, light turquoise cabochon. There is one called Mystic Word. Then the My Heart is on Fire and the Gentle Touch. And indeed, Katy, and indeed, Katy, we can hold on to your package. Please make sure to leave a message there for the ladies to wait with your package, and then they will put it aside and you can enjoy every day the new cabochons coming to the bead shop. And Angelina says, I thought there would be bundles of several cabochons together, just cabochons. Who knows what's coming later during this week, Angelina? And if you have a bit of trouble checking out, then please be patient. We moved the website to a new server, so we managed to upgrade the speed by a lot. But what is very important, that please don't keep pushing the button. It's enough to push the button once to check out. So lovely ladies, thank you so much for listening to my personal story today. Thank you so much for sharing your experience about the Beading School Art Cabochons. And every day we will bring you a new shape to talk about, to focus on, to share tips and tricks how to use them, and jewels to enjoy. So thank you, ladies. Happy beading and have a nice rest of the day. Bye-bye.